Okay, guys, here's the April Fool's Day homework, April 1st, stuff due on the April 1st. Simplifying square roots. We just did one of these. I literally did it just a few minutes ago for the 30th. Um, this is simplifying square roots, though. If we have variables in them, it really doesn't change things much, okay? If this was just the square root of 112, what I would tell you to do is factor tree the 112. So that's 2 and 56, that's prime. That's 7 and 8, that's prime. 2 and 4, that's prime. 2 and 2. And so I'd end up with the square root of 4 2's, a 7. And then what's different here is I have 6 A's tacked on here. But it really doesn't change anything. You do it exactly the same way you do the numbers. Okay, I have a pair of 2's. Square root of 2 times 2 gets me a 2 outside. I have another square root of 2, so square root of 2 times 2 gets me another 2 outside, so there's two 2's outside. And now the same thing happens with the A's. So a pair of A's, the square root of A times A gets me an A outside. The same thing happens with this one, and the same thing happens with this one. So outside I have two 2's, which is 4. I have 1, 2, 3 A's outside. We write that as A cubed. And the only thing left under the square root symbol is the square root of 7. So we come back over here and we type in 4, 4A, raise it to a power cubed, times the square root of 7. And that's exactly what we were doing the other day. Like I said, now we just have a variable involved. It really doesn't change much of anything as far as how this is done. You're doing essentially the same thing. Okay, so again, we're breaking down 48. 48 is 4 times 12. That's 2 times 2. That's 3 times 4. And then that's 2 times 2. So we end up with the square root of 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3, and then 7 b's. And now we're still looking for pairs. So I've got a pair of 2's, that gets me a 2 out. Another pair of 2's, gets me another 2 out. Then I got a pair of b's, a pair of b's, a pair of b's, and 1 b left over. So I've got 4 outside. I've got 1, 2, 3 b's outside. And then I have the square root of a 3 and a b left over. So 4b cubed times the square root of 3b. Success. All right, here we go again. So again, we're breaking down 200. All right, what multiplies to give me 200? Well, that's 4 times 50. 4 is 2 times 2. 50 is 5 times 10. That's 2 times 5. So it's the square root of 1, 2, 3 2's, 2 5's, and 4 y's. So pair of 2's gets me a 2 outside. Pair of 5's gets me a 5 outside. And the pair of y's, 1 y, 2 y's outside. So I've got a 2 and a 5, that's 10. I've got 2 y's, a square root, and the only thing left underneath here is the straggler, the thing that didn't pair up with anything, that one last 2. So we have 10 y squared times the square root of 2. Last one. This one's a little unique. I haven't seen them do one like this. This is kind of interesting. Okay, 39. 39 is 3 times 13. They're both prime. So when you go to do this one, you have a 3, a 13, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 y's. Well, notice there's no pairs of numbers. So nothing moves out. But I get a pair of y's, 1, 2 pairs of y's, 3 pairs of y's, 4 pairs of y's. So on the outside, I have 4 y's. And left over inside, I still have the 39. I wasn't able to do anything with that. And I've got that 1 y left over. So I end up with y to the fourth times the square root of 39y. Awesome. Another one down. Again, always ask questions.